Hello, everybody. This is Rona. I'm coming to you in between storms here in Tennessee. I hope everybody stays safe today, wherever you're at. It's a pretty wide path of storms we're in. But I've been praying for people, a couple of friends that are traveling, that are heading right towards another storm system or this one that's going up where they are traveling. Um, this reminded me of fear that I felt when I had my nervous breakdown. That fear came and went for a long time. Of course, I still get it occasionally, but of course, I pray to the Lord always. But you need to help people, reach out to people when they are going through a tough time like a nervous breakdown or some kind of trauma, because you never know when your phone call or your text might just be exactly what they needed. And of course, there for a while I couldn't talk on the phone. I couldn't speak hardly. I stutter and couldn't think what to say anyway. It was too much pressure, if that makes sense at all. Anything at all, hardly any kind of communication except with mama was too much pressure for a long time. But then, of course, my doctor and my therapist helped me with that. But fear's a big part of it. And it's unreasonable fear. Um, it hits you at the oddest times, but you can't help it. And sometimes I've had spells where it hit me and I just want to curl up in a ball. And one time it did that when I was in public. And it's totally innocent by the other person, but it just reminded me of something in my past. And it was a terrible, terrible time in my past. And I just wanted to curl up in a ball. Of course, mom was there, and she helped me. And I was able to, get back out to the car with her help and we come home. But you gotta, like I say, if you have any friends or relatives that's going through something like that, just keep that in mind. If they start acting a little bit odd or start getting quiet, just talk to them. Ask them, do you need some space or do you want me to stay here with you? Because sometimes it's good just to have somebody to talk to you, not about anything in particular, just having company. And I mentioned before in my other podcasts about our rescue dog, Libby, who uh, turned into my therapy dog because she sensed when I was scared. Well, I got some pictures of her here because, bless her heart, during this storm, we've had a couple of storms so far today. And she got scared and she gets up behind me. And then she, bless her heart, that's when she's really, really scared. And she is so precious. And I love on her and try my best to help her because she sure does help me. So um, it's very important to let people, or your animals, your pets. I don't like to call them animals because they're our babies, but let them know you love them when they get scared. Some people talked about those thunder shirts, but I'm just not sure what size to get for her, and I'd rather love on her anyway. Of course, we usually don't get out when it's going to storm. It'd be good to put on her if we knew there was a storm coming and we were going to be out, but we don't usually do that because we don't have to. um, but compassion, empathy, you just can't have too much of that towards other people when they're going through hard times. And just pray for them. That's very important. I've had so many prayer warriors on Facebook, and I love you all, and I appreciate you all so much. And we just need to remember to be aware of how someone might need you during a trauma. But and two, I know it may sound odd if you hadn't experienced it, but if you have experienced it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And like I said, I'm not an expert, I'm not a therapist, but I just had a nervous breakdown after 25 years of working at our local police department as a secretary. And it was from stress, and that built up and a lot of things, but it left me with PTSD and depression, anxiety, but I'm doing a lot better. I'm doing podcasts now. I would have never dreamed I'd be doing this, but if it helps even one person to know that you're not alone, I went through it, and I always say if you want to send me an email at ronamax1@gmail.com, it's scrolling across the bottom there. I'd be glad to correspond with you if you're going through something like a nervous breakdown. We could compare notes. That might help. I don't know. But I just wanted to say thank you to the people that are subscribing to my channel on YouTube. I appreciate that a lot. And I hope that I can help somebody, because I believe we're put here on earth to help each other. And what a wonderful world this would be if we'd all just help each other. But we can always keep looking to that, and we can do our part. But you all have a blessed day, and if you're in the path of these storms, stay safe. And oh yes, let me do this. I just wanted to remind you, this coming Tuesday, March 30th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, I'll be on Prime Minister's show, and we'll just have a good time chatting. And I'm really looking forward to that. And I just wanted to remind you, I hope you can watch me on that. I'm looking forward to it. But you all have a good day, and stay safe.